Oi! Aliens! Special Edition by director James Cameron. Heads up, I opted for me, the Unseen Special Edition here. That includes about 17 extra minutes of footage. Notes on this at the end. Otherwise, still a fucking crazy ride. Cameron did what few have done here. Take a sequel to a totally different level. Where the first one was basically a horror movie, this one is action, but served up with a nice side plate of horror. Well done. Ripley is found floating in space 57 years after her space leap from the original encounter on LV-426. Immediately thrown into space court for her actions of, blowing up all this shit. The lack of records, blah, blah, blah. You ain't a space trucker no more. Time shift is something to contend with. And turns out LV-426 has settlers on it now. What the fuck? But wait, there's more. It just went silent. Call in the Space Marines. Hey Ripley, you want to go be a consultant there since, we just kind of fired you from your old job? Hell no. But those goddamn chest-bursting nightmares. Fuck it. Yeah, I'll go. And yes, it is kind of nightmare fuel. Again, with a lot of explosions and a newt. You have a small pool of films to draw from for this particular level of action, suspense, and evil shit going down. At least for the time. Big budget, big action, big thrills. It doesn't disappoint, even today. Ripley's character arc steps it up a big step, but somewhat incrementally to not be total suck. But yeah, it's a movie. The stereotypical secondary characters at least have some panache, most notably Bill Paxton as Hudson, the kinda methy pussy Marine, and Michael Biehn as the reluctant leader. But Lance Henriksen as Bishop nails it. Pretty damn good job done by all to make this a pretty tense action flick once it gets into the shit. Great production and mostly decent storytelling makes this a very worthy successor to the original Alien. Plus the audio work and the proximity beep. Wow, you manipulative bastards. Well done. Again. Great quote. Take off and nuke the entire site from orbit. It's the only way to be sure. Nice. But, is it though? Special edition notes? So there's a few scenes here added that have been, both the pros and cons. Cameron has an intro saying this is his preferred version. There's a fairly significant subplot that was cut from the original version, mainly dealing with the LV-426 colony story and Ripley's past. It also fills in some blanks why Ripley is so dead set on rescuing Newt. I don't know, it isn't bad. It just kind of adds some runtime and kind of destroys a bit of the mystery as the Space Marines sit down from the original cut. It's still all cockfuckeries though once they start to look into it. So I'd say maybe go with the special edition if you have the extra 17 minutes to spare. Gives it a little extra nuance. So for story, I'll give it 4.5 beers. Look, 6-pack. Cameron nails it here. It's a fucking roller coaster ride from start to finish once they basically land on the, LV-246 planet. It's an action classic in its own right. Absolutely needs to be seen. So, yeah, check it out. Fucking Space Marines. Pow. Cheers.
Don't understand that the evil one is the queen.
fucking Hudson and his games and them being over. Yeah. Yeah.